All right. Hey, guys. Hey, YouTube. I'm Matt. This is Joshua. Joshua is our property manager. The title we have is Tenant Relations Manager for Joshua. Joshua relates to all of our tenants, the good ones and the bad ones. And today, we got a story about a bad one that we're dealing with. And it's okay. Just not all tenants are perfect. There are bad tenants out there. And the question is, what do you do when you've got a bad tenant? So here's what we've got. We've got a tenant that just moved in recently, making a bunch of noise in the building. She's in there doing her laundry at 2 o'clock in the morning in the laundry room when there's clear posted notice not to do that. She's, active typically from midnight till 4 in the morning, having, arguments with her boyfriend, and she's also smoking in the building. There's clear no smoking policy in the property. And the boyfriend that I just referred to is not on the lease, and he lives there with her. And so there's a clear clause in our lease that says unauthorized occupants are not allowed in the property. Did I miss anything that she's doing in there?
Pets.
Yeah, pets. She's got a pet. Got a little kitty cat. That's okay. We love pets too, but we charge pet fees for pets. Pets pay rent at in our property. So, and she said, the typical thing we've had from every tenant that has a pet that's not supposed to give us the same line, that every tenant said. What did she say?
She says I'm cat sitting. So
she's watching it for a friend. Okay, yeah. Everybody's, I'm watching this dog for my friend on a Tuesday. Not over the weekend or anything like that. I just happen to have this dog and all this dog food and all these, pet toys and stuff like that. So no, not my dog, But no, this happened to be a cat, and she's cat sitting. Okay, so so what do we do, and what enables us to get her out quickly because of clauses we have in our lease? Tell us what we got going on.
So we're about to hand over I'm gonna cover her name here.
Yeah, right.
We're about to
protect the innocent here.
Right. We're gonna
really innocent.
Pretty much hand over a notice to vacate, and this allows us to pretty much get the tenant out there by a certain date. But most landlords, you have to just be mindful of how you structure your lease, because depending on how you structure your lease will determine whether you're allowed to do this. Some landlords can't do this. They have to do a notice to cease before they can even get this far in the process. But our lease allows us to do this. So I don't know if you want me to get more into that, but
sure.
Yeah.
Get where you want to go, man.
So pretty much, with this tenant particularly, as he said, she has an unauthorized guest, and that by itself allows us to actually...
It's not a guest. He's been in there for...
past 10 days.
I'll read quickly.
Yeah.
Unauthorized occupants is anyone listed in the lease that has lived in the lease property for more than 10 days in a row. So we're not sticklers. They can have their friends stay over for the weekend, have a little sleepover party, but they can't have somebody with them for 10 days or more, because that becomes another occupant, becomes more usage on the building, and we don't know who they are, how they're going to handle our space, so that becomes something that is a violation of the lease. So Joshua wrote up this letter, this notice to vacate, and he cited all the different places that she's breaking her lease. And what we're doing is we're going to her and saying, we're requesting that you leave and vacate this property. We're giving her a few days to vacate, and we'll give her her rent money back and her security deposit back. So not getting an attorney involved, we're just giving a notice to vacate and saying, you need to leave, and here's what we'll do for you. If she decides not to do that, she's still breaking her lease contract. And we can then file eviction if she doesn't move out by that date. And in about 30 days or so, we'll have her out. It is very easy to get a tenant out that has not paid their rent. It's much harder to get a tenant out for doing things that are violations of the lease contract. So make sure your lease is really, really robust, and it has all kinds of clauses in there on things that the tenant shouldn't be doing and what you're going to do if they don't do it. So what do you think?
Yeah.
You ready to do this? Me and Josh are about to walk out this door right here, and we're going to go drop off this notice to vacate. Wish us luck, guys. Thanks for watching.